There. Okay. Now I can speak. Apparently. Hello. I thought, why not stream a little? I don't even know if I got classes soon. That is something I have not a clue about. So I might have classes after this. I'm not sure, so we'll see. We'll see, I guess. I am not 100% certain my Streamlabs does work, but we're just gonna ignore that. Window capture. We're gonna do, I think, screen capture. No, window capture. We're gonna make that one invisible, because that's annoying. Mildly. I don't know where my cursor is. It's the problem with my Piero thing is the... Can I make this invisible? I have a custom cursor, right? And it's basically a head, so I don't really know where the cursor's at. So I might have to edit that later. Because when I had my Black Sapphire one, I was able to tell what it is, but then now I can't, so that's a little annoying. So, which one is that? Which one is behind our screen capture? PNG window capture. It's really great that I do not know. It's that one. What's this? It's that one, and then we're gonna... Oh, I really gotta change my cursor. It's like the top of the hat is the cursor, technically. So I got the app because I've heard about it, right? I don't know much about it, personally. I just know it's like an art app people use. I'm just gonna have to keep in mind that to check my email once in a while. Because, oh yeah, I can make animations, that's cool. I don't know how necessarily I was probably same as Krita. So we use Krita in school now, which is nice. Why is it transparent? Hold up. Let's just do a little gray background. This is the first time using the app, so I'll probably be goofy. I mean, it reminds me a lot of Medibang. My chat layout overlay doesn't work, so if anyone does try to chat, I won't see it as fast. Because I can't. I can pull it up on my phone. It's gonna be delayed though. I haven't been live in a bit. I've just been really busy with school. I've been just focusing on that, I guess, primarily, and my own health. Because my health matters to me, so obviously I'm gonna try to keep track on that. Now, I'm uncertain how long the stream is gonna be based on the fact that I don't know on my class if I'm gonna have this class, because apparently the teacher's gonna make us have I know we're gonna have digital PE, which is dumb as hell. So what do you mean? I don't care. If she doesn't send me a Google link, then I'm not gonna join. It's just it. But anyways, I don't know what I'm gonna draw. There's a little thing I've been working on that I haven't actually discussed on YouTube. Where the hell is the zoom in tool on this thing? Wait, well, that's dumb. Control Z works here, I think. It does, okay. I don't know how to zoom it. Oh, never mind. There, navigator. It's a little goofy. It's kind of like magma, I guess. It's like magma and Medibang mixed, but it's not that difficult. Just ooh, yeah, it's exactly like magma except it's far more vibrant. Can I edit that? I don't have it be dark because my eyes are burning. Does somebody know how to make it dark mode? Because I don't. It's really pissing my eyes off. How to make fire alpaka dark theme. Is that even possible? Because if it's not, that's gonna be annoying. Because like this, that's the basics. So I've dark menu, menu window and style. I'm gonna go on menu window. Where the hell's the menu window? It's not a thing. Where's menu? There's no menu window. It's so dumb. Hello? What the hell? If there isn't a menu window, then how am I supposed to do that? You fire and backpack and Medibank compare. Oh, it's by the same developer. That explains it. Okay. How do I make it dark mode? Oh, okay, they don't have a dark mode, only Medibang does. Okay, I guess I'm gonna suffer with this, because what the hell is this? The UI is overall similar. I wouldn't say the brushes are. Well, they are a little bit, but I don't have to import. I don't actually have to import all these brushes, because on Medibang I had to. Do they have the pencils? That's the real question, because I really used a pencil. We got pencil canvas. It's really, this looks a little choppy. Yeah. Sketchbook. We got the normal pencil. Wouldn't say this counts as a pencil though. It'll work, I guess. Sketchbook. This one look different. It is. I don't know. It's not really a pencil. It can work, I guess, but it is a sibling program of Medibang, and it does have animation software parts. So I am happy about that, because Medibang doesn't offer that, right? Like Medibang just doesn't have that, even though they're sibling apps, it just doesn't. Now I'm curious about the stream delay though. How long it takes. I think it's really delayed. Wow, okay, you guys are like 20 seconds behind. Solid. Awesome. Most people I know that watch my channel were here because of the Sun and Moon show. Now, while I am aware of that, it is interesting, considering how far my stuff has branched off from the Sun and Moon show. I still enjoy it. I haven't really watched for years, so I will be, okay, I'm gonna say this during this live stream and not on community posts, because I've already said it to one person before, and over on Insta. I am going to be returning to the Sun and Moon show. I'm not returning to the Lunar Nurse show. It was nice, but like, I can't keep up with the lore. I will occasionally watch some videos from there to understand lore for the Sun and Moon show, but for me it's always been more the Sun and Moon show. And characters that are now Lunar Nurse show or different shows are still Sun and Moon show characters to me. So that's not gonna change. I still enjoy the characters I enjoyed. I am working on a little thing where it's basically draw a character, and there's a template that's like for a fan, like you write in what fandom it is, and then there's different prompts like your favorite design and stuff like that. Anyone who follows me on Tumblr has seen that. I basically posted a little whip there. I did that one on my phone. I haven't really touched my art tablet other than school recently, so that's hence the lack of content. I did learn how to rig now. I know how to rig. And that is a feat that I think some people really wanted to learn, and I feel nice about it because like I go to an animation course, right? Which means they taught me that. Now we're gonna do frame by frame animation in class soon, so that's definitely gonna be awesome. They said we get to pick what we want to animate as long as it's frame by frame and we have a storyboard. I'm really thrilled about that. So, on that remark, it is when I will be bringing back some content of the Twice the Fun Place. Because I lost the scripts, right? But I'm still gonna use that for class, because why not? Because nobody's gonna take that away from me. I do my own stuff when I want to do my own stuff. Hence, that. Once I have caught up with the Silent Motion lore, I'm not promising anything because I know what type of people watch my content. I might make animations. Depends on how busy I will be in school. Because education is key. And I tend to take my education seriously when I know the stakes are high. I've been just performing real well in school, so I definitely don't want to ruin that. But like, I really missed the Sun and Moon show as a whole, because it was that one show I would watch. I would be really giddy about waiting, and like back then, I would just like, oh, new episode posted, good night everyone, and I just ran up the stairs to watch the new video. I know the posting schedule isn't the same anymore, like I think it's more earlier now, because for me it used to be at 8 p.m. Now it's like earlier a little bit, depending on the day. And I think that's really cool. Because like, at the time I like used to go to bed early. I go to bed later now, but I do get all my hours of sleep. So I'm no longer sleep deprived, technically. Most of the time, at least. Hence, why I've been able to relax and just focus more on school. I did delete my server. Well, I didn't delete it. It still exists, but I left it. I did get hacked on Discord. So I am making a new server. And I will eventually make a link for that. And I'll probably like post sneak peeks or something. Also, like content from other fandoms. Like probably like, I would say Forsaken, maybe. I don't know. Fighting. Pressure. I love how my viewer count dropped the second I said, Forsaken. Okay. That's fun. The fandom's really toxic. I can admit that. But, like, the game isn't bad on its own. So, like, the designs are interesting. And, you know, the best thing about a fandom is if you enjoy the designs, you can make fan art. That's not the best thing about a fandom, but you get my point, hopefully. So yeah, I definitely am looking forward to drawing more content based on other fandoms I'm in, because like, I'm not gonna let people on YouTube limit what I want to post. I thought I made that very clear in the past, but like, it still didn't come across, so I'm saying that again. My content is always going to be what I want to post, not what you guys want to necessarily see. I will ask about what you guys want to see. I'm not always gonna just post only that. I'm always gonna... Because like, inspiration comes based on content somebody likes, so if I don't like the content, or if I get bored of said content, then there's no inspiration to make more. So if I get pressured to draw some sort of content, I will lose motivation and no longer make that content. It's as simple as that. Hence why I'm going to be focusing on my stuff. and just fandoms I like. I did get into a fandom that I've known existed. Like, I knew the fandom existed, I thought it was pretty cool, never actually got into it. It's a little indie game called The Freak Circus. I got into that on my birthday, because I finally, like, had the time and effort to, like, actually search up the game, because, like, the day before that I met somebody in that cosplay on Roblox, and I was like, wait, what is this game called again? Because I keep forgetting it. Because that's also the reason I really didn't get into the fandom, because, like, I kept forgetting what it was called. And yeah, I've been really obsessed with it. I've been drawing doodles. I did post said doodles on Tumblr. I post my art on Tumblr more than I do on YouTube. Apologies for that. I don't know, it's just more convenient. YouTube ticks me off. And yeah. I've overall just been doing what I feel like doing. And that does make me happy, though. So, it's generally an improvement, because there was a time on YouTube where I got really bored of the stuff I was animating and drawing, because it was mostly what people wanted of me and not what I actually wanted. So naturally one would get bored after that, and I think that's fair. Some people might say it's not fair, but you know, I don't think I asked. Like, I can do what I want. It's not gonna depend on other people what I want, so, like, just gotta deal with it. I guess. And for some reason this doesn't want to work. YouTube? Hello, where's YouTube? Hello, YouTube. I can't find YouTube. Oh, because it's there. There. Because I had to pull up Pinterest. I'm gonna pull up Pinterest. The only reason for that is simple, because I need references. Did I pull up gallery? Oh, I pulled up gallery on accident. Oopsies. Oopsie daisies. It's pathetic. And we're gonna do YouTube. There. So yeah. I'm really happy about what I've been drawing recently, because it makes me happy. So if it makes me happy, I'm gonna draw a lot of it. I'm gonna get my motivation back, and I can draw things that I don't like that much. That's how it works. I did get into this Minecraft show that's hopefully getting a second season, because it was received well. That was the criteria for receiving a second season, that it gets, like, that people watch it. So yeah, I'm definitely hyped and hoping that it will have a second season. It's fine if it won't, of course, but yes. Where the hell is the category? I don't even know what I want to draw. I could draw DMSMP. I'm gonna do Rambo. I know it's an old fandom, but I don't care. I don't think I've ever said that I care about people saying, oh, it's an old fandom, you shouldn't be in it. I don't care. I really don't care. I do what I want. Let me do what I want. It's just how it's gonna work. If I like a fandom, I'm gonna post about it. If I don't like a fandom, I'm not gonna post about it. It's as simple as that. It's the basic of humanity. You shouldn't force yourself to like something you don't like. So, that's the moral of the story. That's something I've learned after so many years on YouTube. Because I kept forcing myself to post the content some people wanted of me. And I was unhealthy. It was really unhealthy, because, you know, it's my content, it's my channel. Let me post what I want. Like, I'm not gonna suddenly rebrand because you said it fits me better. My channel is already gonna technically a rebrand. Changing it again would be dumb, because, like, people wouldn't find me at all anymore, because I've rebranded once, and there's still people to this day that think I still post on that channel. No, I won't. I rebranded over here. I'm staying over here for now. I was thinking about deleting this channel a little ago based on personal conflict. But I realized that, you know, I don't care. I'm not gonna delete my joy and whimsy because of that one person who decides to be a dick, I guess. People who follow me on Insta probably know by now. Don't care. There's a reason I posted it only on Insta. I'm not gonna cause drama for somebody who caused drama for me, because that's just dumb. I might say my opinion on things, but I'm not just gonna purposefully ruin somebody's career. Which, to be fair, if somebody acts that way, they're ruining their own career, so technically I have nothing to do with it, but that's the technicality. So, yeah. I'm just gonna stick to my side of the internet and they stick to theirs. As long as there's no clashing, I'll be fine. I'm really just scared about posting the Sun and Moon Show content because I'm afraid that the fans of that one person will begin to come to my channel, and I don't want that. I don't want fans of that person being on my channel, and I will have to clarify that probably if I do start posting that again. Cause yeah, I don't want those people on here. They are just gonna ruin my little niche vibe that I got. This turned out goofy for no reason in particular. It wasn't meant to be. Just looking goofy. I've been focusing more on expanding my art style to what I am like, or what my art style is like. Hence all the improvements. I did start talking to my child a lot more. They also said I improved, so I'm really happy about that. Because, you know, feedback from the people we care about is really the best. Because, yeah, why not? I guess, if you like somebody, they tell you your stuff's cool, you can't tell me you won't be happy about that. Because, like, that would be a lie then. Because most people that post on YouTube have somebody that inspired them to post on YouTube. Hence, they also got their own vibe. Which is exactly when somebody says, oh, but I'm not happy this person liked my stuff. Stop lying, stop the cap. Everyone knows you are. Like, if it's one of the creators that inspired you to create your channel in the first place, of course you're gonna be happy about it. Some people just downplay it, which is fair, I guess. But at the same time, like, having somebody you look up to recognize your content is the biggest honor. I don't think you should downplay that. Especially not if it's somebody you look up to. Because that's just really, I don't know, it's dumb. I joined the Transformers server. I've started interacting with the owner, who is a really cool Transformers artist, and I look up to them. And I just talk with them in VC whenever they're in VC, because like they've been VCing a lot in the mornings, so I just joined the VC on my way to school. Yes, I've been running late to school because of that, a little bit, like nearly running late. I haven't really actually ran late because of it, but I've been close, and you know, why not? You know, I don't really care. Because in the end, I was doing something that I enjoyed doing, so I'm prepared to take the consequences for it. I still don't know how to draw Sonic characters. I think that's obvious. or I just forgot really, because like I haven't drawn Sonic characters in half a year, pretty much. So it only makes sense for me to forget how to draw it, because you can't tell me you wouldn't forget something if you're not drawing it for so long. I forgot Sonic Anatomy a little bit, because I've learned it through trial and error. Now, what I'm going to wait out is if I get an email within 2 minutes, because if I don't get an email within 2 minutes, then I'm just not going to attend the class, and I don't care. Because this teacher doesn't even send me emails. They finally understood that I have a different email. Or like, I don't even have a different email. I gave her my email 4 times, and she still said, "Oh, I just didn't find it." I even once wrote it down in her little handbook that she takes everywhere, and she still said I couldn't find it. It's basically a teacher I go to so she can help me with grammar. She sucks at her job. Not gonna lie. She just sucks at her job. Like, I wouldn't recommend. Like, I don't like saying about somebody that they suck at their job, but they just do. That's just a fact at this point. Then there's this guy texting in the class group chat who technically goes to the same like thing with me and my friend. And he's just constantly asking, okay, what's up with this class? Is it gonna happen? Whatever. And I'm just ignoring him because I don't know either. So yeah. Hopefully, the teacher fucks up and we won't get the link so I don't have to attend class. That is option 1. And then there's option 2, which is just... yeah, I have to attend class and then I gotta go. Also, another reason I haven't been streaming is because I now live in Budapest during the week with my father. Which means there's kids, right? And they're really loud and they constantly want to play Roblox with me. And I can't really stream when there's like constant background noise. First of all, it ticks me off. Second of all, that would be in all of my streams. Background, and I do not want to have that problem. So, that's why. I will stream eventually if I next year at best, because I do have I do have Japanese classes, right? Now, if I go to Japanese next year, it's going to be graded, and it's going to take down my grade average. And I don't want that. So, next year I'm probably going to, be like, I don't want to attend Japanese anymore, bye-bye. And then I'm going to have, an extra lesson that I just don't have to attend, right? And then I can just come back home, so that would mean I would have an opportunity to stream on Thursdays, if the teaching plan stays the same, that is. If not, then that sucks, but at the same time there'll still be a day where I won't have class then, so once that happens, I'll see what I can do about it. Father isn't always at work, because sometimes it happens that he doesn't have work. That's the case exception, but other than that, I'll probably have more frequent streams next school year forward. I'm not gonna stream summer because I'm just not gonna. I'm not gonna go to the current MondaCon, or at least I don't wanna, because I'm doing a boycott with other people. There's a bunch of people doing a boycott. Basically, they keep raising the ticket prices, and now it went too far. The first MondaCon I went was in spring, and back then the prices were 6,000 or 7,000. Then that went up to 9,000, and it kept progressively rising. And currently we're at 11,000, my currency, which is like $26 or $27. So we got like $27 just for an entry pass. And the early bird ticket is the same price as the old one. That's bullshit. So, like, yeah, I'm doing the boycott with the others, and I'm hoping some things will change, because I refuse to go to a MondaCon that costs me that much, because my school doesn't pay me money for my studies, because they lied about it a little bit. Basically, every year, they, like, change what courses get money for studying, and they decided that this year we don't get anything, and basically the courses that get money are the courses that, you know, have to do less. So essentially people that do anything based on sound design, while us animators and graphic designers and fashion designers don't get paid anything. So it's really dumb. So what do you mean they don't get pay us? I don't know why somebody's tagging us in the Instagram group chat. I don't care. I'm gonna draw the beanery. I don't know why Loki's on here. I think that was a misdo. House. I'm gonna look up. Do I have a Transformers category? I do. Question is, do I have a reference? There we go. I've been doodling a bunch of Freak Circus recently, so my art style's definitely a little... Oh, it's a little messy now. Because, I don't know, I've really focused on gestures, I guess, and then, yeah. I did make my own OC and everything. I'm really happy about that. And, you know, I don't want to take slander. Yesterday I had a conversation with a friend, and they were like, their friend made them play a weird Otome game, and I'm like, before you say anything, like they said it's Freak Circus, and I'm like, before you say anything, I want you to know that's my comfort game. I scared the dude so much, and I still feel bad about it. Like, I scared him, because he was, I don't know if he was about to say anything mean, but I was like, if you're about to say anything mean, I swear to God. So yeah, I did explain to him that it's not technically a dating game, because it doesn't count as a dating game. But yeah. But yeah. As far as I'm concerned, it's really not. Because it's a story game. It's not gonna be a romantic game. Sure, there's romantic aspects, but it's not an Otome game. It's not gonna be. It doesn't have a reason to be. Speaking of my child, I spoke of my child like 10 minutes ago, I think. Was it now? I think it was 20 minutes. They've drawn me Piero a lot. Like, they drew me 2 drawings of Piero, colored and everything. I was really happy about that, because, like, I love Piero. And he's a silly. And I love him. And he went up to be second spot on my simplest. Because I'm not normal. I don't know. Something's definitely wrong with me. But, like, it has everything to do with the fictional characters I sim for. Other than that, I don't know. I haven't really done anything particular recently that would be interesting to an audience on YouTube. I don't think so, at least. Other than, I guess, saying that the cosplay I was working on, and I'm working on, and I'm probably not going to use for MondaCon because I just can't go, because that would literally bring away, like, 30% of my money that I'm still owed, I suppose, is just the vile fact that I don't know, it takes long to make that cosplay. It's been in plans for months and months and months, and I refuse to pay so much money. It's like, Mom said she's gonna pay the fees to go to the con, but I'd feel bad because that's essentially basically a lot of money, right? And if anything, I'd rather go to FantasyCon because I haven't been there before. I don't know how it works. But I do know people that cosplay Transformers, and they're mutuals with me on Instagram. Last time we were supposed to meet up, but then I didn't go in autumn, which is sad because I said I'd go, and then they said their friend has a Starscream cosplay. If you didn't know, Starscream is one of my biggest hear me outs, aside from this Bumblebee version, because like people simp a lot for Bumblebee. If not a parent, there's no way that I'd ever want to fight with the feral Starscream simps, especially not since the artists I follow are all Starscream simps. But like, yeah. Then I found this person's Instagram, right? And they started messaging me recently, and it's really cool. Because they said we look similar. Because they saw one of my older posts, and I'm like, oh, really? Oh, well, good to know. Hi, twin, I guess. Yeah. It's very cool. I really hope that they'll come as Starscream sometime again. Because I know that it's just cosplay, but I really want to hug. I've also seen a Soundwave before. That was one of the greatest experiences of my life. Because that Soundwave cosplay was so cool. They must have probably been sweating their ass off in there, though, because it was made out of boxes and it was summer. But, oh my god, I can't explain the joy and flimsy that I felt when I saw that cosplay. But yeah. I really like looking at cosplayers, and sometimes I really want to hug, but I feel awkward about it. I did see a 2-time cosplay once, and then I didn't get a picture. I'm really upset about that. I didn't get a picture. I only got a picture of the Venti at the time. Because I didn't know who 2-time was, because I wasn't that immersed in the fandom. And then I became a 2-time man. And I am planning on cosplaying characters like Chance. And Mafios I've already cosplayed. If you haven't seen it, it's up on TikTok. I'm not putting that up on YouTube. I'm afraid of y'all. I'm kidding. I'm afraid of the environment, the fact that random people can find me on YouTube, and then I've already had a traumatic experience with adults and messaging, so I don't know. I'm afraid of that, so that's why it's up on TikTok. I know people on TikTok aren't better, and I still have to unsubscribe or unfollow Arabian people because I got hacked and they just followed thousands of Arabians. I don't speak Arabian, so obviously I wouldn't follow them, right? And then there was one person who even texted me on TikTok. I wasn't following them as far as I know. They texted me on TikTok and they're like, this is my Instagram. So I just immediately went ahead and blocked them. 'Cause what the hell? It's scary to me that type of people exist. 'Cause what do you mean? Hell no. Get away from me. So yeah. That's my thought process on that. And I don't know what to draw. I'm gonna draw Cookie-Run. I don't know. I keep saving a lot of these pins because I see character-themed birthday cakes, and I think it's super cool. I've seen Shadowmilk, I've seen Ranboo, I've seen a lot, and it's really cool to look at. It's really aesthetic too. But yeah. I love looking at aesthetic birthday cakes, and it's really cool. I did make my own birthday cake for my birthday this December. I've celebrated with family, and I'm really grateful for the few people that said happy birthday to me, because I kind of cut down on a few people this year, or last year, I guess now, to cut down on a lot of people. Random, but one of the people that blocked me because they weren't in my top 10, or well, they weren't in my top 3 friends, was trying to contact me the other day. Like, they sent me a friend request on my new Discord, because they weren't blocked on that one. I ended up just rejecting the friend request so they get the message across, right? And then I didn't block them. I don't care enough. And I friended their alt account that they probably can't sign into, but I won't risk it. So yeah. It was definitely experience. I hope they won't try to contact me again, because, like, I don't want to talk with them. I think that's pretty obvious. Because who would want to talk with somebody that blocks you after 2 years of friendship because you just do not see them as one of your closest friends? I did see them as one of my closest friends, just not that close. So, like, yeah. Anyways, opinions on the Roblox update, because that came around. It's horrible. What do you mean I can't talk with people now? I literally go into servers, and most of the time, like, I'm fine usually, because, like, I get up in servers with people with similar interests, but then sometimes I end up in servers where it's more my interests, and then I see that I can't talk to anybody, because, like, I see everybody being there. They look like they're talking, and I can't see them talk. I'm pretty sure I can hear them in voice chat. I haven't checked if that's the case. Because, like, I didn't have to age verify, because they already had my ID because of the voice chat verification. Which, by the way, I didn't want that. I just had to, because the AI couldn't recognize what the hell my age was. Like, it couldn't tell. So I had to actually scan in legal documents at that time. And now I just can't undo that. So now I'm stuck with my actual age group. Which is, it's fine on its own. Most of my friends are in the age group above or below, what the hell, below, because that's how the new system works. But at the same time, friends are aging, because nobody just doesn't age, right? And then there's a friend that's in a year gonna fall out of that category of people I can talk to, right? And I'm only gonna get into that category in 2 years. Well, technically 2 years. And that's messed up, because, like, what do you mean I can't talk with that really cool person? Sure, we've joked about the fact that they're getting older now. But, like, when the Roblox update rolled around, they didn't consider that, and now I did, and it's kind of messed up thinking about it. Because right now, we're still in the same age group. In a year, we won't be, and I'll have to wait an entire year to be able to talk to them again. Sure, we got Discord, but that crashes for them a lot, so, you know. I'm gonna have to, like, think of alternatives, unless Roblox decides to unenroll this update, because I swear to God. They also did a similar thing with Xbox accounts. I don't know if y'all are aware, I got hacked on Xbox, and Microsoft. I literally can't access my account at the moment. I gotta wait till January 20th to have it legally back on my own email, because what the hell. It's really messed up, considering all my stuff is on my Xbox account. Thank goodness I was able to get back in, and just request that they restore it. Now, I did end up succeeding with the personality identification, but that didn't matter because I already sent out the 1 month period thing to recover my thing, so I gotta wait. So that's really messed up. They did the same thing with my Fortnite account. I had to tell Fortnite to just banlist that email from getting into mine again. I don't know if they did, but I did set up two-factor authentication on everything now. Like, literally there isn't an app left that I haven't two-factor authenticated. So I will crash out if somebody gets into my account again. Because I've literally done everything. You know, like, I don't really know what else to do. I didn't have two-factor authentication on my accounts for one reason. And that reason being is kind of the simple. It's why I lost my Discord account. Hence, obviously, I wouldn't want two-factor authentication, but that made me an easy target because all my passwords are in Google Vault and Microsoft Vault, and both of those got compromised. So that was real fun because, like, you know, if you get my Microsoft account, you get my Google account. And if you get my Google account, you get my passwords from there too. Awesome, isn't it? Real awesome security. I do have two-factor authentication on Google, but they somehow bypassed that. I did log them out in time, though. Why the hell is it doing that? But yeah. I should have access to everything now. My Fortnite seems to be normal for now. I hope they don't log me out again. Because this is what I was doing my entire December. I was restoring my accounts. It was not funny. And why is this app doing this? What the hell? Is there like a symmetry thing up there or something that I'm constantly going into? The hell? I'm just trying to draw here. But yeah, I haven't received an email, so I'm assuming I'm just gonna skip class. You guys didn't hear that, but you did, so yeah, I am just gonna skip class, because if I don't get an email with the invite code, I can't really join class. No. It's kind of impossible. I can't guess a classroom code or a Google Meet code in this matter. But yeah. Oh my freaking god, I'm drawing over here and it's going over there. Why? Yeah, this app overall is nice, I guess. It's not the best, but it's definitely something one can get used to with due time. I should really be practicing on Krita since that's what we're using for school now, but I also don't care. I did learn how to rig on After Effects. It's a progress. I know how to rig, I just couldn't be bothered. I wasn't bothered during class to do more than the bare minimum, really, so that's that. But yeah. I'll definitely use my rigging knowledge if I get After Effects. Like, if I pay to get After Effects, I will use my rigging knowledge to make an actual model. Also, I did get, like, these free VRChat, like, free 3D models from, like, a website. Because somebody put them up there. It's also, by the way, where Solar Flare's avatar comes from. And they got, like, these textureless meshes for the day curtains, or specifically sun, and then they have gesture avatars. So I might make my primary FNAF OCs in VRChat, because that would be cool. And I feel like doing it. So I might get Blender again. And it will hopefully work this time, because for some reason the VRC companion doesn't work. And I don't want to pay somebody else to upload my avatars, because I know some people do that. I don't want to do that. Obviously, I'm not going to give out my logins to people just so they can, like, I don't know, upload an avatar I made and hopefully not steal the files. Surely I could give them an alt account, but, like, the only alt account I have is linked to Steam. That means I would have to give them my Steam login, and my Steam has bought games, well, specifically only Detroit Become Human, and then the games that were on 100% sale for some amount of time. So, like, technically, there's not much on it, but Detroit Become Human is dear to me, and I don't want to lose my Steam account. That's the only account that didn't get hacked, actually. So, like, I wouldn't want to lose that. this app is really less laggy and smoother than Medibang, I even noticed. And that's really cool. Because Medibang lags a lot, and I mean a lot. But yeah. Black Sapphire Cookie. We love Black Sapphire. He's silly. I'm gonna go over here. I'm gonna get a reference of Chance. It's not getting me search results. Is my Wi-Fi bad or something? It's giving me... What's giving me Mafioso? That might be a problem. Oh, I wasn't searching on the universal search bar. Of course it's not gonna give me anything. Why am I so dumb? Oh my god. Of course it's not gonna give me Chance if I'm looking in my pin gallery. I don't have any Chance pictures saved. Or, well, you know, the picture file needs to be called Chance, or the person has to have added a note saying Chance or something for the thing to be able to find Chance. Yeah, okay. I did figure out how to draw in a Robloxy style. I really like doing it. I started doing this when I started drawing a lot of Mafioso back a few months ago. I really enjoy this style because it's cute. It's definitely something nice. And I know that some people are going to confront me about the double fedora ship eventually. I'm scared of y'all a little bit. Cause like, I know what ships can do to a fandom. I'm scared about voicing my opinions about ships. Because I'm afraid of the fandom as a whole. So I see a lot of backlash for people that ship something. And I don't want to be among those people. But since I don't think anyone is in here right now, I can definitely say, I like Double Fedora a little bit, but I prefer either Pizza Adept, aka Mafioso and Elliot, or Paycheck, aka Chance and Elliot. Because I do see a lot of cute art with it, and I really like that. I think it's really cute. As long as, you know, the cute art, not the weird art. I don't like weird art. I just tend to block everyone that comes on my For You page that draws that stuff. Because yes, if you're gonna draw weird things of a character, do it on Twitter. Don't do it on like TikTok. Because it's messed up. That's what Twitter is for. Or, at this point, pretty much. So, like, if you wanna upload stuff like that, move to Twitter. Like, them minors or whatever are not gonna want to see that on TikTok. And minors can't really be on Twitter anyway, so they won't be able to watch it. Which is exactly the kind of point. Minors shouldn't be able to watch it. Sure, you can fake age verification, but they'll throw you out after a while. I would say I speak from experience, but like, I don't know. Only reason I even had a Twitter account is simple. Is because there's a lot of Chinese artists that draw Daniel Page. And they're all, and I mean all of them, are on Twitter. Like, none of them have an actual different profile anywhere else. They're all over on Twitter. And they're all Chinese, and some of them even have minors do not interact in their bio, which is funny because they don't draw anything weird. They just draw characters from games that even minors play with. And then they have minors do not interact in their bio, and I think that's just dumb. Also, another thing I hate, 18-year-olds putting minors do not interact in their bio. You're 18. You just turned 18 probably. You were a minor a few months ago. What do you mean nobody should interact with you? Because other than that, you can only have, like, pedos interact with you. Or older people. That's so dumb, dude. Like, those people, I see them, I look at them, and I just restrict. I don't care. I restrict and block a lot of people based on what content they have or what they have in their bios. I'm not discriminative. I just, like, I'm not gonna just want to interact. Because I don't see a purpose in interacting with those people. There's no literal point or collateral point in interacting with those people. They don't want you to interact with them. You're not gonna interact with them. It's as simple as that. It's dumb, but it's simple. Also random, I did find somebody on the bus I was going with wearing chance pins and chance ship pins. I thought it was really cool. On the note of random people, and people that I just do not understand, people that say, like, you may ship, sir, when you ship yourself with a character, right? People that say that they're like, oh, I'm a Yume, right? I'm not sharing, non-sharing Yume, yada yada. That character isn't yours, it was never yours. What do you mean you're not sharing? It's a dumb concept. It's really just a dumb concept. These people I just don't interact with, because what do you mean you're not sharing? That character was never yours to begin with. I do understand when people have non-sharing Yume, and it's like an OC or a character your friend made. I personally am one of those people, because there is this character that my friend made that I personally like. It is canonically my husband, so obviously I'm not gonna share. But like fictional characters, that shit was never yours to begin with. You can't just say non-sharing. And then they also put in their bio, everyone who's a sim for this character, do not interact with me. You're basically narrowing down an entire part of a fandom just because you sim for a character. That's just low morals, dude. Like, if I stopped interacting with everyone who sims for something I sim for, I wouldn't even have any friends left. Other than that, the only people you can find of that fandom that don't sim for said character, if it's a popular character, by the way, are people that are legitimately just not in the fandom. There's no way around it. It's just really dumb. And those people I just do not understand. Because how do you want me to understand that? But yeah, I think I'm gonna draw a narrator Noli next, because can we talk about how cool their design is? They have this really cool performance-y vibe that I really love, and they already get, like, fan art. And I can't find anything. I could also draw artful. But, like, yeah. On the note of that, I asked my friend, if Die of Death was a different game. I feel so dumb about it. Because, like, I looked up Die of Death and I realized I've played this before. Like, when it came out, I played it before. I just didn't know what it was called. So, like, I felt really dumb because I haven't explained to my friend yet that afterwards. Because, like, all they know right now is that I do not know what the game is. And I haven't told them yet that, oopsie daisies, I just didn't know the name. I've already known the fandom. And I feel stupid a little. Just really slightly. Totally. But who wouldn't, you know? I mean, it's a fandom I joined. Of course I would respectfully have to know what it's called, but I didn't know. So I feel really dumb about asking them that. Oh god, where's the reference? I'm really trying to find them, because, like, I saved the reference, because there's not many references of them out yet. Because, yeah, there we go. I love performance-y characters. I love characters with really cool voice lines. So, naturally, this character would land on my list of characters that I really like. Because, oh my god, can we talk about the design? I would pull it up on my laptop, but I don't think I can. Can I? Hold up. Can I? Narrator Nolly. Not videos. I don't want videos. Oh my god, I don't want videos. I want pictures. Why is it not finding any images? I'm gonna show you guys the design. I found a 3D model. I think that works as a picture. Hold up, Streamlabs. And what window capture? I don't know which one that is. We're gonna do this. Cancel. I don't want to remove it. What's this? We're gonna this guy. That's the guy I'm talking about. I love them. The model's a bit weird because their outfit there isn't white, it's black. I think that's a texture issue. Might just be a texture issue. Probably. Okay. Back to Fire Alpaka we go. But yeah. I like the design. I'm gonna draw them. Yada yada. The grind, though, for the skin is absolutely insane. Even OG TDS players are outraged at how difficult it is to get the skin. And, you know, I can get it. I've been grinding for so long to get the stupid skin, and I still have many levels yet to go. And I've been playing a lot of hours, and a lot of days on TDS, and I still do not have enough XP. And then after that, I do also have to beat the guy. So, this is really gonna be awesome. Because I do not know how I'm gonna do that. I have not a clue. Not a faithfully single clue on how I'm gonna achieve that. But, you know, it'll happen, hopefully. Because if not, then I'm really gonna be sad, because it's really cool skin. It's like one of the best skins in Forsaken in general. Or, it's one of the best collab skins, I'd say. Because I really love Artful as well. But, because like, Artful is a really cool skin. I like skins that look similar to Artful and like, well, I can't speak, and Narrator Nolly, because, yes, they're cool. And I don't know why my freaking app does that. Just draw somewhere on my mouse is not. Okay. And then he has this little weird opening in his hat. There's like a little figure. I don't think people interpret this into the design much. But awesome. My god, my teacher is like an entire hour late to the class. Awesome. The boycott compilation is getting them likes and reblocks. We need to boycott MondaCon. We need them to raise their price, lower their prices again. Please do not raise them, because it's insane. I also see one of my mutuals. I have yet to remove them from my mutuals list because that's one of the people that I was friends with when I started moderating for an English-Hungarian MondaCon server, right? I left because they're kind of the reason I lost my Discord account, because they said they did a thing after I became moderator that I have to have two-factor authentication to be a moderator. And you know, they were low on moderators, so I didn't really want to step out. Plus at the time I still valued that, and I did. And then I always had to disable it whenever I would want to sign into Discord, which became a progressive issue. And then I had to get my phone reset because of that problem with my screen and everything. And that's kind of how I lost access to my Discord. So obviously I'm really not thrilled with those people, because like I get that that's sometimes a requirement to be a moderator, but it usually isn't. So like it really upset me that I lost my Discord account over that. I guess that proved how really obsessed I was with my jobs, and I didn't really think about the consequences it would have for me personally, because I always thought about others first. Hence why I lost my Discord. But that won't happen again because I do not intend to lose this one, obviously. And this time I used Google Authenticator, which is something I cannot lose. Because as long as my Google account's intact, I should still be able to have access to this. I'm still sad because I probably can't get into Ponytown though. And no, I can't use the current Discord account either to make an account, because that was used for somebody in the past because they didn't have Discord, so they could make one, right? And I did get that one deleted, so I probably can't use that Discord account anymore because it's probably on their ban list now. I'd assume, I guess. I don't know. I have no proof of the fact that it's probably banned, but it's an assumption I'm willing to make based on my choices. But yeah. This is such a cool skin. I do not know why they have fingers. I think that is just a thing that they're not gonna elaborate on, which is good, because I do not want to know why a Roblox character suddenly has fingers. It's sort of better that I do not know how that works, probably. But yeah. This man, I'm not normal about this skin because it's really cool. I mean, who would be? If you like the fandom, you like the skins, you're gonna like this one. Because it's really just a really peak skin. And I enjoy looking at it. It's really aesthetic. The eraser works pretty much the same. And then we got these little frilly thingies that a lot of circus masters, ring masters, whatever have, and it's really cool. And I might turn this doodle into an actual drawing later because, yes. I love how my cursor just decides to not work. Why do I keep writing performer Nolly? It's narrator. What the hell? I don't know. It feels more aesthetic to say performer. But yeah, this is one of the Pika's skins they've ever come up with, and I'm so proud of the design team. I also love the guy, like the actual person from Tower Defense Simulator, because he looks cool. Like, I don't just like the Nolly skin. I like the guy from the actual game too, but like the Nolly skin adds a flair that the original doesn't have, and I like it. So that is my opinion on this awesome dude. So yes, this is by far one of the most favorite things I have seen come from the internet, and I'm really happy it exists. I cannot live in a world where this man did not exist. I just simply cannot. It's really cool. But yeah, this is my rendition of him. Ow. Oh god, I stepped in like the nail of my what the hell is this called? It's like a chair, but it's not a chair. Teacher said 10 minutes ago she's gonna send the invite soon. She still hasn't. Sounds like a skill issue, to be honest. Not gonna lie. She can just say she doesn't want to attend a class and we're gonna understand and we're all gonna be happy about it. Nobody wants to have this class. It sucks. It really sucks. I'm gonna give this man color. Under the circumstance, it doesn't do that at first, for some reason. It also has the watercolor brush, which is something I use quite frequently in Medibang. Well, it is nice. To grab a darker shade a little bit and then I don't know why it's doing that, particularly in these areas. Is there just a reach area or something that I do not know about? Like, if there's a reach area, that's just annoying. Because what do you mean I have to constantly zoom in and zoom out just so I can draw the way? I also love about the design how it's split evenly. And then it's just what it is, I guess. It's really aesthetic. It's a really aesthetic design, and it's really pleasing to look at. Because it just is. I wouldn't say I'm gonna shade this, but I'm definitely gonna like draw this the way it is, and then I'm gonna settle for the minimum, I guess. Not really the minimum. I'm gonna settle for the best in terms of coloring. I've also been targeted by bots recently, by the way. Like, I've had these bots on Instagram, not Instagram, Tumblr, message me and be like, "Are you open for commissions?" Like, and I know that they're spam bots, but I was like, Yes, I have my commissions open, but only for Robux because of my card having conflicting issues with my country. No response to that, so I'm assuming they were bots. I don't know. I have no proof that they were bots. I'm saying they're bots because, you know, I'm quite certain they were. Whatever. I also got a lot of Tumblr likes ever since I put up my Freak Circus doodles. So, I am happy about that a little, because, like, I don't usually get people on Tumblr. People generally don't enjoy my stuff that much, so naturally I wouldn't get views on Tumblr. I did reach 100 likes now though, so that's cool. I just realized this is also part of the... This was a mistake. I don't see an actual... This is rotation. There's no actual undo tool. So I'm gonna have to resort to my keyboard. But yeah. This guy's just absolutely glorious looking. I love looking at him. Cause what do you mean you don't like him type of stuff? Cause he's amazing. His design is amazing. Attention to detail is amazing. I like looking at him. He's aesthetically pleasing. But yeah. What I'm trying to get is I'm a simp and I need help. That's just it, basically. But yeah. It's so dark. And we got gold there. Yeah. I think I'm done with the gold accents. I think. Moving. Oh wait, never mind here. I'm not certain about the hand. It's like a maroon. I guess I would say it's a maroon. So we're gonna do it maroon. I don't usually draw on one layer when it comes to coloring. I'd like to specify that. I'm doing this because I couldn't be effed to make more layers. It will look a little bit messy because of that, but I also do not care. I do get pissed about this stupid thing that I have to zoom up. Hopefully that's something I can fix later. Because if not, I'm gonna be real upset. It's like a skin tone colored guy in his hat. Who has a blue hat? It's a blue hat. It's a red bow. I like attention to detail. Got a dark maroon here. It's like a more vibrant maroon on this side and then a more darker one on the other side. It's aesthetically really nice. I like split character designs because they're really cool. I also really think Tower Defense Simulator outdid themselves for this one. Awesome! PE teacher just told us if we do not do the PE stuff, we're gonna get 3 lessons non-attended, even though technically we only have 2 lessons of PE. That's so dumb. I was supposed to talk to said PE teacher today, by the way, but because of the snow and the rain, we can't exactly go out. which sucks. So I was supposed to tell her the reason I'm not participating in PE is on my paper. Well, on my paper, I have a paper that I do not have to participate in PE, and if she continues to disregard that, we're going to have to apply a lawyer, because it is not a suggestion, it is literally on my paper that I do not have to participate in PE lessons. If she cannot get that, then she's going to get fired if she keeps this up. Because she continues to disregard students' excuses about missing PE and stuff, when I literally have a paper form excuse in my legal documents that the school still has not returned to us, so I can't exactly just shove it in her face. Because the school still has not sent it back to me or my mom, because they were supposed to send it back with me to bring it to my mom, and we haven't received it back, and we gave them the official document. We do not have any copies of the official document, so I do not have my documents at the moment because of my school. So I would really appreciate if they sent it back, because I need to shove it into my teacher's face. Also explain to them the family line, the blood problems, and etc. Why I cannot participate in her dumbass PE lessons, and either she gets it or she doesn't. If she doesn't, she's gonna get in trouble. So, yeah. I don't make the rules. I just have papers. I am excused, aka she should not be grading me. Also, I specifically am not allowed to run. And the only thing she makes me do instead of PE lessons, when she does, is run. I'm not supposed to be running, as it literally worsens my health. I figured it out last weekend, so yeah. I didn't know that, actually. Myself, I didn't know that. I just knew that I had a lot of pain, and I just summed it up to bone weakness or something. Well, partially maybe bone weakness, because some part of the pain is linked to said bloodline passed on problem. The other part is some sickness we would probably have to figure out with a doctor. I don't really go to the doctors, so that might prove to be a little difficult. I don't like going to the doctors, obviously. I don't think anybody does like going to the doctors. I don't want to go, so it's going to be awesome. The only reason I even had to go to the doctors is because I got the sickness that was going around, and I got it from my sister who went there, and the only reason I even actually had to go there is because we were supposed to handle some papers for my legal documents, which then we were told they can't do anything about. So, the person who sent us there essentially was also misinformed. So that's a lovely thing in hindsight. Really trying to make the skin tone a little bit. There we go. This is my little narrator, Nolly Doodle. I love narrator Nolly, because narrator Nolly is peak. Yeah. I do have a new watermark, by the way. My old Discord was Starfire Moon, but since I had to rebrand, right? My new watermark is just that, or Side Club C5 or SC5. Depends, I guess, usually on what I feel like doing. Oh, my teacher probably saw my presentation, and I almost got 100%. Almost. It's 98. Probably because I put decapitating words at the end, being like, oh, thank you for listening, I know my performance was bad. But still, thank you for listening. I usually put that whenever there's a school assignment or whatever that you have to hand in. I've been doing that since I've learned how to use any sort of program, and I once even had a lower grade given because I put that at the end, because I put a Sonic dancing gif and said my shit is bad. But, like, thank you anyway for watching it. And the teacher got so upset, she degraded it. But yeah, that's a common thing that happens. I don't know. My teachers have not liked me degrading my work in the past, but at the same time, I couldn't be fucking bothered. Like, if I want to degrade my stuff, let me degrade my stuff. It's bad. If it's bad, it's bad. Also, if my teacher doesn't send the link within 10 minutes, I'm not joining the class because the class is about to end in 30 minutes. 27 to be exact. Like, I don't have to show up for this class after my class is over. If she doesn't send it, joke's on her, I'm not joining. I'm gonna make a little doodle effects on there. Because I think it's cool to look at. I genuinely love the entire aesthetic of this character. Awesome. I really love him. He's silly. I might do some slight shading on a different layer though. Cause, yes, I guess, I keep getting Tumblr notifications, so it's either people liking my stuff, or it's like my child posting something, or one of the people I will look at on posting, or yeah, it's one of those three options. People really have started liking my Piero art. Also, somebody just goes like, lovable husband Piero mention. I'm like, yeah, okay, whatever. It's cool that I have people that look at my art. I also got a new follower on Tumblr. Not certain whether it was because of the Sun and Moon Show art, because they did like it too, but like, yeah. This is all the shading you'll get. There. It's all you get. You can shade a little bit on the frills, but that's about it. You can do a little, I don't know, I can do this. It's nice. It's aesthetic to look at. It's really aesthetic to look at. It's an accident, oopsies. There. I'm gonna add like a little. There we go. One thing I haven't checked in the new schedule is whether this really cool guy from 10th grade is gonna be with us during these classes, or if he's gonna be in a different group. I haven't checked that, and I really want to check that, because I really think the guy's cool. In the nicest way possible. Because, yes, he's really cool. Cool dude. Overall, most people in my school are generally LGBT friendly. There's this one person I despise from a different grade. I think they're nice too, but I'm not sure. They keep calling me green-haired lesbian. First of all, my hair isn't green. Second of all, I'm not lesbian. Third of all, I'm not a girl. Like, dude. They got every single factor incorrect. But props to them for thinking they're clever about it. I love shading. It's such a cool, complex thing to do. Like, it's not even that complex, but it's still fun to do. So I enjoy doing it. People hate shading usually. I like shading. It's the that's the difference I have from other people. So I enjoy something most people despise, and I'm not ashamed about it. Why would I be? I think it's a genuinely cool thing to shade. Something I like doing. I personally dislike the sketching phase of my arts. I don't like sketching. I'm gonna make it blend a little. We're gonna do the same here. A bit darker color, right? I'm gonna move that and we're aesthetically make that aesthetic. There we go. Same here, we're gonna make that a little brighter since this is lighting. And then we're gonna get darker. There. Here we got ourselves some peak shading. I don't know, I wouldn't say it's that peak, but like, let me dream. I'm gonna zoom in a lot. I'm gonna do little highlights, because it's the best part about art, adding highlights. And if you disagree, that's your thing, right? Like, I love adding highlights. It's so cute. Like, it's minimal, so you won't necessarily notice that these were hand added. But they're definitely there. It makes it so much more special. Because there's tiny work put into it. I like looking at it. And people will just think it's like a mistake in the drawing. It is not. It is purposeful. I do it on purpose. I don't like this slander. This looks so much more aesthetic, and I'm gonna do the exact same thing, but with dark purple, right? It'll still look aesthetic. Because that's kind of the point. You know, making it look aesthetic. Probably should have used red because of the composition of the drawing. One thing I don't like bragging about, but it is kind of a brag, is that most people do not understand color theory. I understand it just fine. I don't know what you guys think is so difficult about color theory. I personally think it's really cool. It's a cool concept, it's a cool thing. It's confusing sometimes, yes, but that's because if you make it out to be confusing, you can explain it to yourself in a niche way, and then your body is going to understand it. This is all I'm adding for now. I don't feel like adding more. I don't like the fact that it does that. It's not going to be that noticeable from far away, but it's definitely a little touch you can add to make your art pop up a little more and make it look cuter. And then if you want, you can add a color you really like. I'll do yellow, right? and then in places you feel like would look cool, add a yellow outline, and you'll see the results. Now, usually if you do a bright color, it should be the way that the lights come from, right? Hence, if you use yellow, you should find the direction of the lighting. If you're doing a dark color, you should find the directioning of the shadows. Otherwise, it is not gonna make sense. It's a little advice I'd like to give people. Never limit your art to some colors. Always. Always be innovative about what colors you're allowed to use. Never limit yourself to the same colors of a character, because it's not going to make the art pop. If you always limit yourself to the base color palette that one character has, it's going to look plain. It's going to look boring. And you're going to think it's going to look plain and boring too. Never limit yourself. What your art looks like depends truly on how far you're willing to push the boundaries of your art and willing to improve it. If you do not press the boundaries, your art's never going to achieve that pop look. And I suddenly became an art teacher, but yeah, bright colors go in the direction of the light, dark colors go the other direction. It's going to make this little pop effect. I'd recommend putting down your brush size to the smallest brush size possible. Well, it depends on what brush size you use to draw. Whatever brush size I use is usually similar, so I usually use 1.2 for the little details. But it can vary based on what pixelated quality you use your canvas on. Hence, my remark about it. I've really improved in art, hence why I can give all these tips. I didn't learn these tips from anyone, I just meddled around, I guess. And then we got my dark color. Green's technically borderline, right? Green is like a color in between, wouldn't necessarily say it's a dark color. But you also gotta make sure your color fits a little bit with the aesthetic, because you can't do that necessarily. Like, I got the color yellow, so I'm gonna recommended is to do the color opposite of it. If you're gonna add these little details, it's gonna make more sense in the overall scheme of things. Now you can either do a very dark color if you want to highlight some lines like this, or you can use a brighter variant of a dark or cold color to do this, right? Like for a character like this, I would use this shade of purple, not too dark, but dark enough. And then you just experiment on it a little bit. Usually it is with the lighting that it makes more sense. The shadows usually aren't. I wouldn't always recommend putting color in the shadows, but it can also make it pop a little. Depends really on what type of illustration you're working on, to be honest. If it's an illustration that doesn't really need shadows, you wouldn't necessarily need to apply the same technique. One thing I also conveniently did on accident: yellow, purple. Swapped them out. We got the aesthetic looks. You can mess around with the opacity a little bit, and then you'll have your look. Never limit yourself to one color. And it's doing that again, where it's drawing not where I am drawing. Like, you don't even need to understand color theory for this, it's just common sense, I guess. Light goes in the direction of the light, dark goes in the direction of the dark. never put purple in the direction of your light unless it's a colored light, otherwise it's not really going to make sense in the overall scheme of things, such as the entire illustration. And this was only like a sketchy little thing I did. This is not meant to be any specific. I'm trying to get it. It's not supposed to be specific like art. And then you can also do colored line art, right? People do it a lot. Same as the aforementioned bright or warm colors go on one side, dark goes the other. You can do the exact same thing with the line art color, right? It's gonna look pop arty. It's gonna look interesting. If you like that art style, you can make that line art. You don't have to. Nobody forcing you to make your line art some color, but it definitely gives it a pop. I do have to edit this one a little bit because I need it a bit darker. And the line I recommend using darker colors still, unlike when with the shading, because otherwise you're not going to see your very different colors of shades and colors and everything in the grand scheme of things. I'm using dark purple for the lines art. Look, make it a bit bigger, spare sometime. In the grand scheme of things, you can play around with it. Where it's birdie, you can go brighter. Where it's darker, you can go darker. You can also give a hue to it, so it doesn't have to be one consistent color. Right, and then go here, get the color. I'll do that, and then I'm gonna do the exact same thing. Exact same thing. It's on the other side, just with a little bit more flair. Sure, you might have to take down that brightness a little bit, because if you use like bright colors, it's not gonna necessarily look the part. But you just gotta mess around a little bit and hope to achieve the results. It won't come naturally. Like it will come naturally eventually. It won't come naturally like the first time you try. But it will come when you've practiced it, and it's really cool. Definitely think it makes art more beautiful in the way it is, because you can do basically anything and your art's gonna look nicer if you do it right in the grand scheme of things. And then if you got glowing objects, I recommend making the outline brighter than the base color, and then the other side darker. Like one side is going to be this dark red as an outline, and then the other one's just going to be this white. Same goes for white ice, I suppose, except that you would have to play with grays. This is kind of how it looks in the grand scheme of things. I don't know if this was helpful to any artists that are just beginning to draw, but yeah, it definitely does help me, so thought I'd share some words of wisdom. And I don't know how long this took. Teacher did not send an email. I do not have class. Oh well. Well, bozo. I love this guy. I think that's obvious. Now what I have been doing recently is I've been adding, like, I don't know if we have a brush like that on here. I've been adding a lot of little highlights that I like looking at, because aesthetically makes it so much cooler. We got these glowing pens on this app, and I like to think that it looks nice. I don't know if it does, but this is my autism speaking. I like putting it, so I'm gonna put it. It's shapes and colors, so it looks colorful, hence I like it. I don't know, it's cool to look at. I'm gonna do that with this, maybe. Yeah, there we go. Now this is not a required thing, I just think that's a nice touch. I gotta see what the different color over there. Right, purple. Too thick. You just gotta play with the thickness and the opacity and everything. It'll look right eventually. There's not an art piece that doesn't come out in the end. I think I'm done with this movie. There, haven't added highlights to that part. I'm gonna, there's a little, it's not the pen I'm looking for. Pen, yeah. Oopsies, that's a little bit too vibrant. Oopsies. Where's my pencil? The texture marker though. Why is that such an ugly color? What the hell? It's just flat out broken. There. I give y'all narrator nully. Because, you know, why not? You see a cool character design, I draw a cool character design. That's just it, pretty much. I don't know why I started teaching art contest. And I do hope my microphone is working, because if I haven't been yapping the whole time, then, I don't know, I've been yapping, but apparently there's mic activity. I'm not certain. And why did nobody tell me you guys do not see the entire screen? Of course, this is all this yap's gonna be weird. You guys don't even see what the hell I'm yapping about. Oopsie daisies. It's not screen capture, that's not it. Oh, it is screen capture probably, it's just... Yeah, I had the wrong thing above. That's what I've been looking at. We're gonna zoom you guys in a little bit. I'm gonna go up on alpaka so you guys can actually see the whole thing. Zoom out. There we go. That's what it looks like in the grand scheme of things. Oh my god. If I say scheme one more time. Yeah, that's what I've been working on. I'll probably put it in community posts later, because I know a lot of people like this scheme. And I really like it too. So, naturally, there's so little art of this guy. Because he's new, I know, I get that. But, like, he's cool to look at. He's just cool to look at. I like to look at him. I like to stare at him. I don't know why the display is so dumb on Streamlabs. Like, the window's a bit messed up. I don't know what to draw now. And for some reason, my Streamlabs had been recording this entire 2 hours. Oh my god, my goddamn PC storage is gonna be full. Oh god, no. Anyways, while I'm at it, I'm gonna save this entire thing. Doodles. Doodlia. where's my eating? We had a. I'm gonna save it as two different files. We're gonna save as Leah, and then we're gonna do PNG. It's supposed to be doodles, but I can't spell. Do you want to proceed? Quality 95. Yes, this is the same as Medibang, except it's white. I'm not racist, by the way. I'm not racist. Before anybody says I'm racist, I'm not. That was just a comparison because Medibang has a UI that is generally just dark. But it does crash more often, so I guess I prefer Fire Alpaka, but I've only gotten it today, so I can't really say that. How can I? Medibang. Not Minecraft Launcher. I'm gonna give it a second while it loads in. I'm gonna adjust my chair because I have needles in that thing. I don't know why anybody would rightfully make a chair with needles instead of like nails or something. Nope, they thought needles. Like specifically the ones you like clip paper together, you know? The things that hold together multiple documents. That type of fucking things. Like, it's so dumb. Why would anybody make a chair like that? Who even had this idea? It is ridiculous. Like, it just collapses. Oh wait, it's automatically sharing Medibang. That's cool. I didn't know that. I always had to adjust it before and be like, set source, Medibang, yada yada. I do not have the drawing tablet on the table, by the way. It's just in my lap because my laptop is too damn big to put that shit up there. Doesn't fit. It doesn't fit. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get an identical shape something, and I'm gonna work on a PNG tuber because my previous one is well, I'm not gonna use it anymore, obviously. Oh god, the entire thing collapsed. The entire chair collapsed. Like, not just one part this time, the entire thing just collapsed. Oopsies. I guess I'm sitting on the floor or something. Well, not yet, but pretty much in any second because this thing is breaking. It's made out of literally like fake wood and like clips for some no apparent reason. Whoever came up with this chair is just simply stupid. But anyway, yeah. I'm gonna pull up my OC reference. I'm not certain what OC to use, quite frankly, because like I could use Moon and then I don't know, could theoretically I could use any character. But I don't know which one to use. Because I do not want to use Astra anymore. I could use a FNAF OC, anything really. No, well, I'm not really in FNAF at the moment. I don't interact with it. I haven't seen Secrets of the Mimic or whatever the hell came out. I know a game came out some months ago. I don't know what game it is or what it's about. I just know it came out. And that's pretty much all I know about it. Could also use Days. I haven't replaced that OC in ages. So it would make sense to use Days. It's a little demon thingy. Or whatever. Could also use Moon. Like the other Moon. There's two Moons. I have multiple OCs called Moon, specifically so I keep one thing about my channel, and that one thing is just the fact that collectively all of my personas are named Moon, or have an alternative name, so when somebody says moon, they'll ask which one. FNAF moon, this OC moon, that OC moon. So yeah, that's the only reason I have collectively multiple names for my OCs. Because otherwise, we would have problems. What I'm gonna be able to do though, is I'm probably gonna be making a I don't know. I don't know yet. I forgot what I wanted to say. Alright, I'm probably gonna make something like replaceable shoulder accessories though. Because, yes. I don't see why I shouldn't. These are gonna be the two different sprites. Talking. Yeah, I can't spell apparently. And we got silent. Where does it? You guys can't even see the layer names, because otherwise you guys wouldn't be able to see what I'm drawing, because of the pixelation. Whatever the PE teacher was thinking, right? Whatever she was thinking, I'm not gonna have class with her after the class is technically over, right? I'm not gonna have class with her. I don't care. Like, she should have done class when it was class time. If she doesn't show up, I have nothing to do with her. What I'm gonna do, actually, is we got the two sprites. That's only there because I'm lazy. What we're gonna do is I'm gonna use the same sprite. I'm just gonna have to adjust that arms a few times. For now, I'm gonna have the basic 4 sprites that I usually have. But I will expand upon that in the future. These are supposed to be horns, by the way. This is by explanation still a demon. Yeah. I don't know. One day I thought, why not have a demon made this? I don't know, this is a really old OC that I've kept. So, it's weird to me that I want to still haven't disowned it. I usually disown my OCs once I feel that they have no connection to me. This was not the case for this guy. He's still pretty much the same. One thing I want to keep consistent though is the frog is staying. Like, I've had I made this guy in Gacha, right? And he had a frog on his head. So said frog is staying. He's gonna look a little goofy because I don't know how to draw frogs. But, yeah. Little guy, I guess. I don't know. I just feel like making this guy my PNG tuber because he's one of the only OCs that I haven't abandoned because it's an OC that was meant to represent my autism a little bit. Hence, it has so much meaning to me, I have not felt the need to replace him. 1, and 2 was the original plan for when I would make a PNG tuber to make it this guy. And I really like keeping my plants the way they are, so here we are. Now, I do not know how to make star bow ties. I know that they're a thing, I don't know how to draw them, so this is gonna look a bit weird. I will have to buy a star bow tie at some point. I will. That's a promise. I will buy a star bow tie eventually because they are a cool piece of fashion that was invented, and I like that. I could make a full body model and rig it, but I am not in the mood. Plus, I don't think I would have the afternoon time every day, to like, I don't know, rig, I guess, is what I would say. I don't have the time in the afternoons to rig fully, and if I don't, then there's no point, right? Because the studio that most people use has a free trial, and while I love that, right, I wouldn't have time to use said trial, so I'll pass for now. Live 2D, yeah, Live 2D. I couldn't remember what the hell it was called. But yeah, once I will have the time, I will make my thing on Live 2D. And it will hopefully turn out okay, because I do not know how to model properly. And I know how to rig, it's painful. I do have this other app that I could technically use. But yeah, I learned how to rig in class. That's also technically a lie because I didn't. They gave me the basics. The rest I figured out, but still. I don't want to mess up the tail, so we're gonna make a tail sprite. I don't know. And then I'm gonna make green layer are gonna be the eyes open. And then we're gonna make that brighter. We're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna trace the exact same thing. We're gonna do this. I'm gonna trace the entire thing. Draw the entire thing one over. Right? And then, but do it the mouth closed. Because, yes. We're gonna make it that line of sight, and then we're gonna do this, right? And then we're gonna make another sprite where it's basically, oopsies. We're gonna make another sprite. We're gonna got the sprite right that. Okay. Yeah, that's what we got as basics. What I want to do on these sprites is we're gonna closed eyes talking. Closed eyes and mouth. What I'm just gonna do is I'm gonna use that one. And then we're gonna use this as my personal reference. And then we're gonna make a new folder. That's not what I meant to do. And it's gonna be the line art. Yeah. I don't know. Oh shit, I was supposed to show up to PE class a few minutes ago. Oopsies. Okay, whatever. I don't want to use pencil, I want to use pen. Because I usually do. I should have probably given days a slight redesign before drawing them, but I think they're aesthetically pleasing, so I don't care. No, it's not gonna be perfect, obviously. I mean, you can't expect it to be perfect. After all, I am not going for perfection. I'm going for satisfaction. My own satisfaction, of course, not necessarily YouTube algorithm. I like to think that my character designs are good enough. I don't think they are necessarily, I just prefer to look at it that way. Some people tell me my designs are good and I'm happy about it. I personally don't agree. So I want that to be clear. I do not agree that my character designs look at all good, but we value everyone's opinion just the same, so naturally I'm not gonna say I disagree. It's not gonna be the best aesthetically, but yeah. The cat scared me so much, oh my god. Oh god. Anyways, I'm gonna end it here because I do need a break and I do have to do something for PE. I don't know what the exercise is, but yeah. I don't know why I saved that as a grayscale. That was a mistake. Oopsies. Save as a this PNG whip. We're gonna go to I don't know. And yeah. Thank you for everyone that tuned in and have a lovely day. Because yes, have a